I learned that when you're in a new and confusing place, it becomes a place that's safer to be honest and open in. Reaching out of your comfort zone really helps you grow and appreciate what you have. I learned that a smile can go a really long way. Having an open mind to new experiences really helps you grow.
You can't let stress or anxiety dictate who you are or what you can do. You have to dig down deep and try to make the most of your experience. You need to forget where you are and focus more on what you're doing to really make the most out of your trip. I learned that you don't need words to communicate with other people. You can understand and connect with them in other ways. You never really know a culture until you experience it firsthand. There were many things in China I had never envisioned would be there. No matter how hesitant you are about your host in the beginning, I can almost guarantee that by the end of the trip, you will have made connections and friends that will last long after you return home.
I remember looking around, feeling as if I was in a fishbowl or an animal in the zoo, because there were so many cameras and eyes on us constantly. It was pretty difficult to get used to, but I tried to just tell myself over and over again, just keep smiling. It was the kind of trip that I know will probably be once in a lifetime, and looking back on it, I wouldn't want to change or get rid of any challenges that I had to overcome, because they have pushed me to grow as a person.
The experience of being able to go to China was amazing, and I think I should go back someday. I get to try a lot of great foods and things that I never thought I would see when I went to China. In the future, I have many stories to tell, and I will never forget the great moments we had.
When I first met my host, I didn't think we'd be friends because it was super awkward. But then we did become friends, and I can't wait to see her in the fall.
Being thrown in with a new family to live with can be awkward, especially when you can't communicate with any other members of the family except your host, but they become your closest friend. You have to trust them to help get you food and take you to different places. It can be hard, but now I trust my host with anything. She took care of me even though she barely knew me, and this is an irreplaceable friendship.
At Quanzhou, I made lots of new friends. They are very kind and very helpful. I saw my schoolmates very enjoy Starbucks and very enjoy shopping, so they very like to go to Wanda shopping mall.
The experience for me in Quanzhou is I made lots of new friends and I have a good host and we have fun on weekends.
For me, it wasn't even about the experience. It was about what I made it. Sometimes you have to make the best out of what you are given and just accept what you have no control of. Experiencing a brand new culture and new people was a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity that I am forever grateful for. I made long-lasting friendships with the people there and the people in my class that I wouldn't trade for anything.
I learned that there are many different things in China, from food to the beds to the public vending machines. In China, you can find all sorts of different food, like green tea, ice cream, barbecued squid, or fried scorpions. All you need to do is be optimistic and try new things.
China was wicked neat. I saw some pretty cool things in China, like green tea ice cream and VIP movie theater seats. I was super excited to go back to China. I totally lived up to expectation. I loved the food that we got to eat. The seafood was scrumptious. Even though China was so awesome, I was extremely excited to go back to the United States.
I learned that you really don't know a place until you go there. I had this vision in my head of what China was going to look like and what it would be like, but it wasn't like how I thought it was going to be at all. China wasn't nearly as colorful as I thought it would be, but it was still a shocking and fun experience. I didn't think I'd find so many similarities between my teenage life and the Chinese teenage life. My host likes the cinema, music, and going to the mall, just like I and many teenagers in America do too. Just because the language, the music, and the country itself are different from mine doesn't mean we are completely different. My host and I understood each other way more than I expected us to, a pleasant surprise to say the least.